In the name of God. Mark and Emily's journey through friendship and love.
Mark and Emily have been best friends since childhood. They have always supported each other through life's ups and downs. As kids, they would make friends easily, but their bond remained the strongest. Over the years, they became more than just casual acquaintances, they were like family. No matter what happened, they knew they could rely on each other. As they grew older, their friendship deepened. They weren't just good friends, they were close friends who could share anything. Emily always knew that Mark would stand by her, just as she would for him. Their connection was special, built on trust and years of shared memories. They never imagined anything could change that. One day, Mark met a girl named Lisa at a cafe. It was love at first sight for him, and he couldn't stop thinking about her. He started spending more time with Lisa, and Emily noticed the change. Mark seemed happier, but Emily felt a little left out. She didn't want to admit it, but a part of her felt jealous. Emily soon realized she had started to fall in love with Mark. It was confusing because she had never seen him that way before. She had always thought their friendship was just that, friendship. However, the strong chemistry between Mark and Lisa was undeniable. Emily knew she had to accept it and be happy for her friend. Mark introduced Lisa to Emily one evening. He described Lisa as his significant other, and Emily tried her best to be friendly. Lisa was kind and welcoming, but Emily couldn't shake the feeling of discomfort. She wondered if Mark had found his soulmate and if she was losing him. Still, she put on a smile and supported their relationship. After some time, Emily admitted to herself that she had feelings for Mark. She wasn't sure if he ever saw her in the same way. But when she looked into his eyes, she wished the feeling was mutual. Unfortunately, Mark only saw her as his best friend. She knew she couldn't change that. One evening, Emily confessed her emotions to her sister. Her sister simply told her, "Maybe he's not your type." But Emily wasn't convinced. She didn't want to believe that her love for Mark was just unrequited love. It was painful, but she had to accept reality. She thought back to their childhood sweetheart days. Back then, love was simple, and they only cared about having fun. She never thought that their friendship would turn into something complicated. Maybe if they had been high school sweethearts, things would have been different. But life had taken them in another direction. Lisa and Mark started spending more time together, and Emily felt lonelier. One day, a mutual friend invited her to a gathering. There, she met someone new, a guy named Jake. He was funny, charming, and easy to talk to. Emily felt a small spark of hope. As time passed, Emily and Jake became close. He was kind and patient, helping her heal from her hidden heartbreak. She learned that he had been in a long-term relationship with his college sweetheart, but it had ended a few years ago. Unlike Mark, Jake saw her as someone special. Slowly, Emily began to move on. One evening, Mark announced that he was going to propose to a woman, Lisa. Emily smiled and congratulated him, though her heart felt heavy. She knew this was what love was about, letting go and supporting someone else's happiness. Deep down, she wished she had been the one in Lisa's place. But she kept her feelings hidden. A year later, Mark and Lisa got married. They were truly happily married, and Emily was there to celebrate with them. She had come to terms with her emotions and realized that everything happened for a reason. She and Mark would always be best friends, even if their paths were different. And that was enough for her. Emily and Jake's relationship grew stronger over time. One evening, Jake took her to a quiet park and told her he wanted to make a commitment to her. He wasn't rushing into anything, but he wanted her to know he was serious. Emily felt a mix of emotions but realized she was ready to give him a chance. Love wasn't always what she expected, but sometimes, it came when she least anticipated it. However, Emily's journey with Jake wasn't easy. At one point, she heard rumors that he might have an affair. Her trust wavered, but she chose to confront him instead of assuming the worst. Jake assured her that he was loyal and loved her. She decided to believe him and work on their relationship. Meanwhile, Mark's marriage faced its own struggles. Lisa discovered that Mark's coworker had tried to cheat on someone before. This made her suspicious and caused some tension between them. However, Mark reassured Lisa that he was devoted to her. Eventually, they rebuilt their trust and grew stronger together. Life had changed for all of them, but their friendship endured. One autumn evening, Emily and Mark met for coffee. The weather was unseasonably cool, reminding them of the past. They talked, laughed, and shared their lives as they always had. No matter what happened, they knew their friendship was forever.
Like and subscribe if you would like.